I am not an Ironman. I'm not even a triathlete. I'm just a regular guy. I enjoy fitness. I liked the Apple Watch Ultra, so I went ahead and picked it up. And here are my 5 tips if you're interested in the Apple Watch Ultra or if you're getting started with your Apple Watch Ultra. Number 1 is going to be the band, specifically if you have the Alpine Loop. That's the one I went for, big fan. I went ahead, measured my wrist and said, hey, you need a medium. That's what I went ahead and purchased, was the medium, because I was kind of square in the middle of that medium size. And there were 2 main issues that I had with the medium. One is that it put the hook itself kind of in the center of my wrist on the bottom, and that meant that the hook or other things could get scratched when my wrist was down on a surface, kind of moving around. Some people have noted that if you're an avid MacBook user, the surface of that MacBook is aluminum, and so your hook on the Alpine Loop could scratch that up if you're just kind of scrolling around on the touchpad. The other thing is that taking the watch off, the way that the loops work and how they actually go through this side piece on the watch, you kind of have to have a little bit of force to pull it through and then it lets go. Now, if the watch band is a little bit smaller and you go to take it off, when you pull that band away from your wrist, you can actually slam the hook into the side of the watch. I made a short touching on this issue and people like crucified me saying, oh, take your watch off slower. This is just user error. It was split like 50-50. I think those people didn't have the watch or had a different band. If you have the watch, you know what I'm talking about. When you go to loosen it, it's kind of like these stair steps that you're pulling against, and it can happen. If the band is too small, it can slam into the side. So be careful on those 2 things, specifically with the Alpine Loop. I would just go ahead and size up. The second thing I'm gonna suggest is a watch face. The one that's gonna take advantage of the Ultra features the most is actually the Wayfinder watch face. I didn't find this heavily advertised anywhere, but that's gonna give you the compass when you raise your wrist. So you'll go ahead and turn and you can have that compass displaying, or you can tap it and just see the time intervals. Additionally, that's also gonna give you that night mode. To get into that red mode or that night mode, you're actually just gonna scroll up on the digital crown, and then that turns it red, scroll down on it to go back to normal. I like that specifically as well. So check out the Wayfinder watch face. I think it utilizes the features of the Ultra best. If you're finding this video useful in any way, please go ahead and thumbs me up. It helps the channel a ton. Third thing, go ahead and take advantage of that action button. It's the only watch in the Apple Watch lineup that actually has this action button. It is insane that you have to pay $800 to be able to precisely start a workout on an Apple Watch. The other ones, no matter what you do, have that 3-second countdown, so you can't just preload an exercise and then as soon as you start it, hit start, unless you have the Ultra, which is insane. So you can go ahead and assign different things to that action button. I kind of move between either exercise, so starting an exercise. So the first time I click it, it opens the actual exercise app. I select the exercise, click it again to start, or flashlight. That one's super handy. You click it, the face just turns white so you can actually see something in the dark. Click it again, it turns off. It does some other things as well. I really want to see Apple kind of expand what this action button can do, give third-party apps the ability to actually utilize it, and you could do a lot of things with that action button. But go ahead and assign things to the action button. You can easily do it through your phone. You just open the Watch app in your phone, select action button, and then you can pick from the 5 or 6 items that they have there. The fourth thing is actually going to be sleep tracking, and it's not super intuitive how to turn sleep tracking on. You have to actually go in and enable the focus mode for sleep and then set your times. And then you can also have the watch wake you up. Now, I love this feature because I hate hearing an alarm to wake me up. The watch just vibrates instead. That's what I have it set to wake me up, and I absolutely love that. Way better. I don't think the sleep tracking is all that good, but I do love the way that it wakes me up, and that during those times in that sleep focus mode, it dims, doesn't give me any notifications or anything like that. So go ahead into your focus modes on your phone and set up a sleep focus mode. Set those times, set an alarm if you want. You don't have to, but I'm a huge fan of that alarm. Go ahead and set up a sleep focus mode. My fifth and final tip, some people are not gonna like this. It's going to be to really reassess if you need the Apple Watch Ultra or not. I do love the battery life. That's probably my favorite thing about this watch. But the research that I've done about the SE for $200 is incredible. It is an incredible watch for $200. This is 4 times the price. I do not think it's actually 4 times better. So consider that. Definitely my wife has the Series 8, which is also half the price of this right here. So definitely consider, do you need the extra battery life? I love the extra battery life and I charge it pretty much every day for about 20-30 minutes while I shower. And that maintains me pretty much indefinitely. I never have to take it off and charge it for extended periods of time, which is amazing. Additionally, I don't think the GPS accuracy is that much better than the SE or the Series 8. Even there's tons of reviews that you can look up on YouTube, even people going into like slot canyons and whatnot. I don't think it is that much better on the Ultra. The action button, yeah, it's cool. Is it worth hundreds of dollars to get that precise start? Probably not. I think the biggest thing that you're getting in this watch is probably just the battery life. So keep that in mind. That is my fifth and final tip. I hope these 5 tips, if you're in the market or if you already have one, I know if you already have one, number 5 is not going to be great for you, but hey, you could always return it. I hope this video is helpful if you're trying to make that decision. Thank you so much for watching Break It Yourself. As always, don't forget to thumbs me up, and we will see you next time.